Hi everybody, welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. Minnie, do you want to say hello? Minnie's back from the groomers today. She feels all spanky fresh. Do you want to come say it? Do you want to say hello? Do you want to see your mom in here? Here? Okay, lay in your bed. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not ready to tie it because I haven't finished stitching in the ditch. I haven't finished outlining the squares because I haven't got much done since Sunday, at least in the sewing room. So, get your did you bring your sewing stuff? Get your stuff. Get all your stuff to sew and come on and let's sew. So we'll sew for a few minutes. We'll chat. We'll see if I can get this other... If I can get anything to work. Where are my... They're there. Hold on. Gotta put the gloves on. Because otherwise I can't, she slides around. Okay. So, the jury is, let's see. Yeah, the jury is official. The Elmer's glue, the spray adhesive, don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for this application. The people that said that they were basting stuff with it, what were you, like what? What were you putting together? How is that possible? Honestly, because there's nothing going together in this. Okay, oh, I wanted to, let's see. Oh. There we go. Can you see? Hello? Let's put it back just a little bit. Whoops. I think what happened on Sunday is let's see if it's better if we do that a little bit. Okay, so let's go down here. Oh, we did that row. I'm always trying to keep, let's see. I'm always trying to keep control of this thing, but you're seeing so much of that. There we go. I think that's better. Okay, so now let's get her moved up a little bit. Okay. Get this kind of twisted in there. All right. Minnie's in her bed. We got this on. I got the gloves. Okay, let's go. And I picked up a little bit of a tip that I'm liking. So we're going to try it today, and that is to... Okay, let's close this. And turn that on. Turn that on. Well, there's only one problem. I need a little bit more light. So I gotta go there. I gotta go there and put you there. here we go. Where's my... Okay. And this tip is when you are doing like stitching a ditch, to really pull that seam apart so that you can, you know, really get this, can't see what I'm doing. You gotta turn the light back up. You just have to. There. Okay, here we go. So what you been doing? What you been doing? How's it been going? I got an interesting phone call from... arms bothering me. I got an interesting call from somebody today, a client. And a client who we have a mutual acquaintance. And she has a good relationship with a mutual acquaintance. Me, not so much. Whatever, not important. But she called me to say that this person's wife had passed away. And Angela, you're not paying attention. Oh, it's okay. And it was very, very sudden. She had a very, very sudden heart attack. And it must have been like a widowmaker heart attack, because she had gone across the street and she never made it home. She walked across the street to drop something off, came back across the street, never made it back across the street. And it just struck me, I think with everything going on right now, how, I don't know, even with things like our body, like our heart, or, you know, other things, I think we kind of think sometimes that we have time. And a lot of times you don't have any time at all. And so it was sad. I was taken aback by that. I feel badly for him, and it had only been a week. The laser, every time I went to go change the light, my laser goes off. Okay. So, what you been up to? What are you working on? I have just been working. And then Minnie had to go to the groomer today. Really minusculely closer to dealing with figuring out the car issue. All kinds of fun stuff. But we'll tell ya. Can't believe this thing. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that cord. So we're gonna turn this one off. I'm gonna have to fix the cord. What happens is we have a very long cord on it, and the quilt is catching the cord. And so as you're watching the little quilt cam, it's sorry. Ah, sorry. Sorry. Gosh, this thing is going even faster than I had anticipated. And I will say this, I'm going to just check really quick Make sure I don't roll over Minnie's tail. And just see. Oh yeah. I think that's going to be just enough. You know, just enough. I want to do the ties, but I wanted something that would kind of keep the squares, because they're big squares. Finished size of the square, 15.5. So, she's a big girl. That's all I'm saying. Okay, let's get, since we're just humming along here, let's not gather any moss, right? All right. I'm hoping that by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be ready to start tying it. I'm hoping. So. Okay, Angela, let's do some table toppers next, huh? How's that? Let's do something small. Oh, shoot. Pedal. But if you pull it apart, it makes it, yeah, you're just really right in there, which is what I like. Kept sewing. Forgot to lift my foot off the presser foot. Okay, let's see. Next project is going to be a small project. I need a break. I need a break from these big quilts. But I'll tell you what, you gotta have gloves. And you don't need fancy. You don't need, I ran in here from my office. You don't need fancy pants gloves. Home Depot, 12 packs, 12 pairs for $5. You just need something that gives you some grip to it. So these have kind of a rubber coating. It just says firm grip. And the binding, you know, the OGs here on 1/4 inch seam taught me Elmer's glue. Go get Elmer's school glue. Don't get fancy pants, you know, binder glue. Just Elmer's school glue. And don't be overly particular about, you know, if you get some, you know, out of the lines or whatever, it's going to wash off. So, okay. You make it for dinner tonight. I'm making chicken parm. My version, it's quasi chicken parm. It's a slightly easy, slightly fast, super delicious version. I'll tell you what, it is kind of funny though, the way the weather changes and the way it changes so fast. Like, you know, in Florida, here where we are, you go from 97%, 99% humidity to none. And the only problem with that was my sinuses weren't quite ready for it. And it's just been super dry. For down here, you know, you start to get used to having that. Okay, hold on a second. Something's not right. Let me see what's happening back here. I'll be right back. Okay, it started to catch a little bit. Okay, we're going to take out those last couple of stitches. Gosh, is there a tool you hate more than your seam ripper? Yes, not being able to find the seam ripper. And you have to look for it a little bit daintily because I don't want to poke myself with it. Let's see if it's in here. So anyway, what I asked you what you were working on. Something fun. I am definitely ready to get my crochet back out. I'll tell you another cool story. It amazes me the amount of people that have, that you end up drawn to or in business working on things together. Ooh, I got a cramp in my hand. Oh, doggy. So yesterday, don't look at the drawer, please. Got to get this thing cleaned up, but right now, there. Okay. So yesterday I was on the phone with our tax lady / bookkeeper / numbers person / all the stuff that I'm not good at. And she's a very cool lady, and she is in California. And I love her to death. Anyway, I also love her because, like me, she's an LA girl who loves the Yankees. I love the Yankees. I don't think I've watched one baseball game this year. There's just been way too much going on. Just in life in general. I gotta turn this light up again. Okay, anyway. So, I'm also a Dodger girl. I was talking to her yesterday, and she was a few minutes late to our appointment because she was trying to get a doctor's appointment. So we got talking about, is everything okay? Blah, blah, blah. She says, oh yeah. She says, I was crocheting yesterday on the couch while I was watching a baseball game for like 4 hours. And she did a weird number on her wrist. It was very weird. Anyway. I said, oh my gosh, do you crochet? She says, yeah. Do you crochet? I said, I do. I know. I always just find it very cool when I find somebody else who does in, like outside of this realm who says, oh yeah, I crochet, or oh yeah, I quilt. My neighbor's a crocheter too. Edna? All right. We're going to keep going. And I'm going to fix that when I can get it off the machine and get it out eye level. Because it's, and I needed the light turned up. I read something interesting, and so for those of you who do not have a long arm, that machine quilt on your sewing machine, right? You quilt on your sewing machine. I want you to tell me. I read something that to me sounded so contradictory, and that was this. Let's turn this down. It's too high. It's too fast. And it's this. They said, because I was trying to figure out, how do you really regulate your stitch? And my thought would have been you turn the machine super slow. But a couple of articles that I read were to speed the machine up, turn the machine faster, and then regulate the stitch to the stitch, get kind of in sync with, as you're moving it and kind of get more of a rhythm going. So I'm just curious, if you stitch on your sewing machine, if you quilt on your sewing machine, do you feel that that's how you do it? Do you make your machine go a little bit faster? Yeah, doggies. Oh, my arms! Oh. Okay. She's so tired. When she goes, oh yeah, much better. This is much better than the other one, I think. This is going to be an interesting quilt because the panels are a bit more loose. Okay. Now, I guess I may as well do that one. I guess I may as well do the end while I'm here. It's nothing, honey. Mini girl, it's nothing. She had a dream the other night. Startled herself right up. Poor thing. Okay. Now, we're going to do this one, and then, the goal is tomorrow to tie it. it was kind of nice here today. And then a little storm blew in. Probably as part of that hurricane in the Bahamas, I don't know. But we could really use some rain. We haven't had like a good rain, like a soaking rain, in probably a couple of weeks. Week and a half, 2 weeks. And we really could, my grass and my shrubs could use it. And y'all are not going to believe it. I forgot to tell you. Well, I forgot to tell you because I didn't see you yesterday. Oh. Gosh. Iron. I keep knocking the iron over. Okay. We finished the Steve. Finished the planner. Oh my God. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. He got the stucco look so that the top of the planner and the whole thing matches the house. It is fantastic. Took forever. Took forever because it was kind of an intimidating project. But I'll tell you what, it's fantastic. We'll have to try and put some pictures up. It's just that right now everything has been so busy that gosh, just kind of moving from one thing to another. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Hang on now. Okay. 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 Oh. Now I do have to go to do the rows the other way, but oh, man, maybe I'm just not drinking enough water today. My hands are really hurting me today. Let's get this out of here. Okay. All right, here we go. The home stretch of the rows going one way. No. I need to lay this back out again because I just realized when I got down to this corner, this bottom corner was kind of shifting a little bit. So I think I need to kind of lay this out and see if when I run to the store, if they have something, they have 505 spray. Because, I mean, look, nothing. There's no hold. None. That won't do. Let's make sure we don't have any other issues. No. So far, so good. Some of my lines, you know, a little off, but for the most part, what I'm very excited about this quilt is I think it's going to end up being a really comfy quilt. I think by the time it's washed, because of I'm probably going to wash it more than once, because I think on some of these flat petals, I think I might have used a heavier duty heat and bond. And so you want to bear in mind that, you know, I kind of learned my lesson. When you're using the heat and bond, be careful, because it's going to leave it a little bit more stiff. So I'm hoping in the wash that will relax it just a little bit. But, yeah. Okay. I'm glad I saw that, and I'm glad I stopped, because I don't want to, with that small stitch, I don't want to quilt in mistakes. So we're going to lay her on the floor tonight and just make sure that everything is copacetic, lest I should lose my mind. Okay, and I think I might get some of this excess backing trimmed off, and then tomorrow the process will go a little bit more smoothly. Okay, so I'm going to run to the store. Keep sewing. Keep going. Oh, that looks great. I'm going to run to the store. I'm going to get myself all flustered there. And then tomorrow, if there's any last bit stitching that we need to do, quilting that we need to do, we'll finish that. And then we'll tire. I'm excited. I'm excited. The Bees Petals quilt is almost finished. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a fabulous evening and a fantastic morning. I think I got those reversed, but that's okay. Have a great one of both. Spend some time doing something fun that you love. And always remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. And remember, tomorrow night is our Wednesday night live. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now and hit the notifications bell. Hit it twice so that you get all notifications. You got to see where it says all. And tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And I will see you then. Bring your stuff, whatever you're sewing, and or crocheting or knitting or paper piecing or whatever you're doing. And something to drink, cup of coffee, cup of tea, glass of wine, whatever you need to drink. And I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye.